Hi, welcome back to the channel. Michelle, and today I'm going to be sharing with you an Ollies haul. I recently had the opportunity to go to an Ollies store for the first time. So if you're new, an Ollies store is kind of like, I don't know, a big consignment store. They get a bunch of other stuff from other stores and they sell it at a discounted price. So I found some really interesting things I'm going to go ahead and show you. So the first thing I found was books. I think they have a wonderful book selection. So obviously all the books are new. They have a great educational book selection. I found a lot of Lonely Planet books that were like $4 or $5. I made sure I only bought things I actually would use or need. So although it has a great selection, I only bought a couple books because, again, I don't want to overwhelm our bookshelf unless we need it. I'm not going to buy it. So I'm going to show you the books I did get. So in the educational book section, I got this Curious George Adventures in Learning, and this was $4, $3.99. I got this for my 3.5-year-old. He's doing a preschool curriculum this year, and I'll be using this with him next year. And this is something I used with my oldest daughter, who's now 10, and she loved it. So it has different Curious George stories within it, and then it's a workbook in one, so it has different pages where they circle things or color things or trace things, and she really enjoyed it. So I was really excited to see, because this is a lot more expensive than Amazon. And I have to say, most of the stuff I did double check on Amazon in the store to see if it was a deal, and it was more than half the price. So I think it was totally worth it. Next one I got for myself was a Whole30 cookbook. So if you're new here, we are gluten-free and dairy-free. My youngest daughter has celiac disease, so we're gluten-free for medical reasons. And then my 3.5-year-old has a dairy intolerance. So we do a lot of from scratch cooking out of necessity. And I used this book years and years ago from the library, and I liked a lot of the recipes in it. So I figured I'd pick that up. It was only $3.99. Again, added to my cookbook collection. The next one I got was the National Geographic Beginner World Atlas. And this, of course, was $3.99 again. I think this is a great deal. It has information, pictures. So we're doing geography this year, and I think this will be helpful as well. But I think this is a staple to have, and I do like that it's the updated version. We had an older version of this, and things have changed geographically wise about certain, within certain countries and boundaries and things like that. So I'm glad we have the updated version. Next, I will move into, I guess, office supplies. So I picked this tape up. It's 6 rolls of invisible tape for $2.99. My kids go through tape like crazy. So I'm not buying the expensive Scotch brand or anything like that. As you can see, out of the 6, I have 1 left. And I bought this probably, I don't know, a week and a half ago. So like I said, it was $2.99, great price for 6 pieces of tape. And it's not by any means I would consider cheap tape. It works really well. The kids enjoy it. Next, I got this. This is a pencil sharpener, and yes, it's the Ticonderoga pencil sharpener. And I'm not one for pencil sharpeners, like electric ones, but my kids have managed to lose every single hand pencil sharpener I bought. Like, I don't know where the last 3 have gone. Sometimes my youngest used them as pretend phones. I don't know what they're doing with them, but they're gone. So this one was $12.99. Again, I think it was like $25 on Amazon, so half the price. It works really well. I like the cute little pencil shape. I think that's nice. It works really, because the only pencils we have really are the Ticonderoga pencils, so it works really well. But it works on our colored pencils too. So that was a nice find. My husband picked this up for himself. It's a shaver for your head and your face. And especially with my son, I didn't realize how quickly boy hair grows, because my 2 older girls, they get maybe a haircut once a year. And my son, I was cutting it by hand with actual clippers, and you gotta do it a lot. So I thought my husband got this for himself. I figured we'd give it a shot to trim my son's hair as well, and this was $20. So next would be toys. Now they do have a really good toy selection. I think it's really good priced, but again, we didn't need any toys, especially with holidays coming up. I didn't want to buy a bunch of toys, but there's one thing my daughter saw, my 6.5-year-old saw that she really wanted, and that was the gorgeously glittery unicorns. And this was $6.99, and it comes with a little book, as you can see here, and it comes with the unicorns, the paint, and some glitter. So she did work on this as soon as we got home. So here's the book. It's kind of like a little activity book that they can work on So she likes to do that. And then these are some of the unicorns. She's already painted them. I do like that they're plastic. We've gotten the ones that are like the ceramic, but she plays a little rough and isn't always careful. And we've had plenty of unicorns break. So I like that these are plastic. They're gonna be a little bit more sturdy, but she painted all of them and then she likes to play with them. And it comes with kind of like a glitter glue type thing where you can decorate it more. She did not want to glitter glue, but that is something she chose. Next, on to food. Again, I was surprised with their food selection. They had a lot of different options, and as a gluten-free household, I'm always on the lookout for random stores that have random gluten-free stuff, so I'm gonna share what we got. So the first thing we got, I can't guarantee you is gluten-free because it doesn't say, and I looked it up, couldn't find information, but my husband drinks a lot of coffee, and they have really good price on like coffee pods there. I think you could get like 70 or 80 for 20 bucks. That's a really good deal, and it's a flavored different variety. But he got these for his coffee. So my 6.5-year-old doesn't use these. I'm not a big coffee syrup fan either, but he got sugar-free Irish cream and sugar-free vanilla. And these were just a few dollars, so you can't beat the price. I was looking at it online and in Target and different places like that for coffee syrup for him. And these were, especially with the sizes you get, really reasonably priced. Next, we got this pad thai sauce, and I really love that it's Beyond Celiac certified, which is one of the highest certifications you can have for gluten-free food. But my husband and I really like using the Costco ramen noodles with pad thai sauce, so this was $1.49. My 10-year-old saw this, and she loves apple butter. And it is labeled non-dairy and gluten-free, so she really enjoys that on bagels and toast and things like that. The last thing that we picked up, my husband was really excited about, was this giant can of mixed nuts, and it does say gluten-free on there, but as a warning, it does say on the back that it's made on the same equipment that contains traces of milk, soy, wheat, other tree nuts. So there is a slight risk of cross-contamination with it. When I do check this with my gluten-free apps, I like to use gluten-free. I'll link them down below, the gluten-free scanner, and also Spoonful. I use the free version of that. One of them said that there's no traces of gluten. So you weigh the risk with that. My 6.5-year-old who has celiac disease will not be eating it. She doesn't like mixed nuts in general. She doesn't like nuts. So it's not an issue with her eating it. It's just anyone else in the house that eats it, and make sure they wash their hands just as precautionary after they eat it. But everybody's been enjoying snacking on this, especially when we have movie night. So that's everything I've currently gotten from Ollies. And I have to say I was impressed with the different items they had. The prices were really good, and it's definitely a store I would return to. So if you've ever found something really awesome at Ollies or something you think I should look out for, let me know in the comments below. If not, thank you for watching.